And here we are already in game number 3 in the finals of the Go4sc2 Cup, number 395 on Sunday. Spawning in the bottom right hand corner of the map, King Jejong Station, we find our red Zerg player who's currently up 2 points over his opponent. It's going to be Targa from Imaginary Gaming. And his opponent is going to be the green Zerg player who has spawned in the top left corner of the map, currently down 2 points. It's going to be Tefel from Team Dignitas. Now Tefel really has to make something happen. One more loss and he's going to be out of this tournament. Still going to take home the 50 euros in case that happens. But of course you want to win the finals. And you want to take home all of those 100 euros of the esports money. That is going to be the most ideal situation, of course. But he has to win 3 games in a row against Targa, which is not an easy feat. So let's see if he can do it. And what opening these players are going to go for. 14 pool once again for Tefel. Not taking that gas just yet, so probably he is going to go for that expansion right now on the low ground after that. Now once again, the hatchery has come down from Targa. He's 2 points up. So why not just play it a little bit greedy. Let your opponent come to you if he wants to play something like a temple. You still have 2 games to bring to win 1 game, which is a pretty good deal for most players. So he's also going to take that gas before spawning pool once again. And the spawning pool will come down, so he's going to be having pretty fast circling speed once again in this game. Now currently Tefel has gone gasless, but I do believe he wants to take his natural, at least the gas guys, at his main base pretty fast. Because if you go for the spawning pool before hatchery, your creep spread is not going to be far enough to create a nice wall off to open up gasless. So he's taking that gas inside his main base, but still his circling speed is going to be about a minute behind of that of Targa. So he's putting those drones up there immediately, pretty much the exact same opening that we saw in the other 2 games. Also now the spawning pool will be done for Targa, so double queen production will start. And everything is looking pretty good for both these players so far. But what is Tefel gonna do differently in this game? Because if he plays the same that he did in game number 1, game number 2, the first game he lost to the Zergling Baneling fights, and in the second game he lost in the Roach battle, where the Banelings just doing so much damage and Targa just hugging the roaches of Tefel, taking the win right there. Now I would not be surprised to see something like Mutalisk come down. It's a pretty decent map for it. Your natural base is going to be pretty exposed to it because there's a lot of airspace going on. Spore Crawlers of course will shut it down pretty quickly, but still it is going to be very annoying to deal with. It's going to contain you for quite a bit, and if the Mutalisk are fast enough you can deny the third base for quite some time, because it takes a long time to get the creep spread going there. So the Queen will make sure that the Overlord of Tefel is not going to get any more scouting intel. And both players are going to get their Zergling speed. 30-second advantage for Targa. And he's already producing his Zerglings. 16 Zerglings on the way. Targa is not looking to drag this game out for too long. He just wants to get the Zerglings out, run across the map and kill his opponent. And he's about to have speed. He's going to pull them up at the natural just a little bit before he will send them across the map. But the Baneling nest for Tefel is about to finish up. If he starts Banelings the moment that it finishes, he should be doing just fine if he can take a few good fights. There we go. He does start them immediately. The Zerglings are already running across the map. And Tefel's going to have to defend against this. Banelings are not done just yet. There are 6 Banelings morphing at this point. Oh, the Banelings are popping out right now. The Zergling's trying to get behind the mineral line. He has his own Banelings, of course. And Banelings are in the mineral line. Beautiful detonation for Targa. A lot of drones went down right there. How many already? 7 drones have been taken out by Targa. And he has more Banelings where that came from. Beautiful Baneling detonation for Tefel though. Taking out 2 Banelings with... taking out 3 Banelings with 2 of his own. But a Queen did go down. Not gonna matter too much because, well, he does not have a Queen inside his main base. But 4 banelings for Targa are moving forward. Spinecrawler will negate a lot of the damage by focusing them down. Very nicely done, but 3 more banelings going to be on the way. 2 Zerglings have been traded for 1 baneling right there. The banelings detonating on top of that Spinecrawler. He's starting one immediately once again, but another queen is going to go down. Targa on his side of the map is going to continue with the injects, and he's going to be able to pull ahead in that regard. But still, this one baneling of Targa can do a lot of damage. He's getting his own Zerglings away. That was a good trade for Tefel right there. 1 Zergling for a baneling is the trade that you should always take. But more and more Zerglings, more banelings on the way for Targa too. Oh, Tefel wanted to go for the counterattack, but he's getting caught out of position just a little bit. Zerglings are here for Targa now too. And it looks like Targa will be able to clean up all of these Zerglings. Yes, they will. And again, a set of banelings rolling into the main base, or inside the natural base. Not getting any good detonation because of the queen. And of course the spine crawlers that are in position. 3 banelings are here. 2 Zerglings wanted to move into the main base. He wants to see what his opponent is up to. He did make it to the high ground. Oh, beautiful detonation there for Tefel. Oh, and another good detonation. He is shutting this down. Tefel is getting into a good position. He's up 2 workers. He's up army supply. And behind this, Targa is going to be droning up, going into a roach form because he cannot pressure this anymore after those baneling detonations. But he does get a nice scout of the main. He does see the timing of that lair. And he sees that there is no roach warren down just yet. Now, did he actually see that there is that evolution chamber? Yeah, he did see it morph. But those Zerglings just being as annoying as possible. Trying to keep the Zerglings from Tefel away from the map. Now, Tefel is taking his little advantage that he has to take his 3rd base. There's no way for Targa to really punish that. But this time it's going to be Tefel that is going to go on the aggression. But there are roaches about to be on the way. Well, I was expecting that he would already produce roaches. Did not do so just yet. And that might cost him quite a bit of damage. That's a lot of banelings rolling in. 3 banelings into that mineral line. Needs 1 more. But 3 drones have fallen. That's all. A lot of those drones are very low on health. That is not killing them off just yet. Still 7 to 3 worker kills right there. Now more Zerglings have popped. Tefel is going to go into roach production right now. 7 roaches on the way. But roach speed already started for Targa now too. Pretty much the same timing as Tefel did go for. Targa still trying to win the Zergling versus Zergling wars. Trying to cancel a few of those banelings. His 3rd base is a little bit later. It only just started. Targa is going to chase these Zerglings all the way back home. Pathogen glands already on the way for Tefel. Wow, he really rushed for that infestation pit right there. Did not even see it come through. But with the baneling numbers getting pretty high for these players, it is going to be very nice if you can just fungal them, get rid of them once and for all pretty easily. So let's have a look. Tefel has a slight supply lead. He also has the tech lead. He also has that 3rd base a little bit faster. It's going to be pretty nice for him, but he's not going to have that +1 attack upgrade, I do believe. No, it's already done, never mind. So he is not even behind in that regard. So a very nice position for Tefel. And is it going to be the start of a comeback? Or is Targa going to get back into this game, get the advantage for him once again? 5 infestors on the way for Tefel. That's going to make it pretty much impossible for Targa to really attack into that. He's pulling up his roaches right there. 3rd base still not going to be done. There we go. It is now done. He can burrow that spine crawler. He can start injecting right there. But how many infestors are already out? There's only 1 out. 4 more going to be on the way. They take quite some time to build. And looking at the unit count, 13 roaches against 13. Pretty much even. But those infestors, they will start banking up that energy so insanely early in the game. And that's going to give Tefel quite a big advantage. But there we go. Tunneling claws on the way for Targa. It means that Tefel should get an overseer with his army at all times. He's trying to bust down those back rocks. trying to get some damage done. And that is also going to open up another avenue where he can send those burrowed roaches through. Does not even have to go for the attack after this. He can just go for some nice damage. Targa does know about it. Puts down the spine crawler with the Zerglings and Banelings. Trying to move in at that third base, but not getting anything done. The roaches are here to intercept them. But he's going to need detection pretty soon. Now the Hydralisk then is going to come down for Tefel. Targa really not liking his Hydralisk in this matchup apparently. Much rather likes his Banelings to connect with those Hydralisks, and I cannot blame him for that at all. Fourth base for Targa is going to be a little bit faster, but will he be able to hold on to that? That is of course the next question. Tefel is nearing a max out position. Going for 7 Hydralisks right now. Tunneling Claw's not quite done just yet, but he does have Burrow. But he's not even going to burrow that Zergling that he had right there. Of course, there are a lot of things to do with a map like this. But Tunneling Claw is done. The Overlord is seeing this, and there is an Overseer with his army right now. So no real way for Targa to get the advantage going. But the longer that this goes on, Targa is going to get maxed out himself. With 19 more roaches on the way for Targa. He's building his own death army right there. But there are some burrowed roaches. They want to get the damage done. Spine crawls are being started. There's even a spore crawl for the detection. But I'd really like to see an Overseer hanging above every base. And this army from Tefel is looking pretty top notch. But will he have enough tanking power in the form of those roaches? Because killing off roaches can be quite a challenge if you just have fungals. Now he uses one of the fungals, but still 3 of those roaches do escape towards the main base. 3 roaches still going to be able to one-shot a worker. Nice fungals on top of those roaches. But again, at the same time, there's harassment at the third base. The concave for Targa is going to be a little bit better, but the units are going to be what is important. Oh wow, 3 Infestors getting blown to smithereens by Targa. Does lose them, and all of these roaches from Targa are in the red or in the orange. Not looking all too good, so he has to retreat. He can burrow them to regenerate that health. And I don't believe that that's an upgrade that Tefel has at this point. So he really wants to press the issue right there. But those roaches inside the main base, they have unburrowed, and they're going to go for the drones. Targa getting a little bit ahead with the drone count. But still, this is a lot of roaches. Look at the power of the burrowed roaches. He has regenerated so much health. And the roaches of Targa are getting on top of the Hydralisk. Those Hydralisks do not take damage well. They have very little HP. And the battle on the right is being won by Targa. He's cleaned that up. And this sandwich is going to be set up. Targa is hugging the army of Tefel once again. The main base is not mining anymore for Tefel. And it looks like he is going to take the victory if he just beats his army. No, but Tefel with the reinforcements, more Hydralisks are going to come through. 50 more roaches on the way for Targa though. Tefel has taken a very nice flight advantage. And the army of Targa is being dropped to 68 right now against the 100 of Targa. Third base does fall, but he can just transfer towards the third base. That is still going to be okay, but will he be able to hold at his natural? This Infestor still has energy for a fungal growth. Does not get it off though, and there we go. Beautiful fungal, and these Hydralisks are looking to close it out. Tefel with the reinforcement is going to barrel down on this army. He's going to take the win right there. 142 supply against 101. Does not matter that there's still a roach inside the main base. But there's going to be the GG, and Tefel takes the game back. Still down 1 point, but a 2-1 score currently in favor of